Alright YouTube, welcome to another video. Today we will be doing Abyssals again, and I will be covering different rooms that I haven't covered before. Right now I jumped into a T6 exotic. I still have boosters left for about 5 minutes, though I'd highly recommend not doing this. But yeah, let's talk about this room. This is a room that is mixed between Tesselas and Triglavians. So over here we do want to put a little bit of prioritization. I ideally always want to kill the Triglavians first because they do have nasty effects like starvings, webs, newts. Yeah, so basically these needs to be taken care of first. All of these are usually only frigates, and yeah, the only thing you need to pay attention to while you are trying to kill the Triglavian Damoviks, some of the drones can actually start attacking you. When I say drones, I refer to Tesselas because they look like drones, so be careful. It is a pretty easy room, but sometimes it can be overwhelming because it is a lot to deal with. Now, what I recommend doing in this room is killing, like I said, the Damoviches first. So get rid of the webs, the starvings, and all these. Single target, destroy them. The reason why I'm saying single target is because these are frigates, and splitting your damage against these is not really recommended because it will take you a longer time to kill them. Over here, it is just better to single target, focus them, and kill them as soon as possible. Once I'm done with killing these, I will switch to taking care of the remaining Tesselas, aka drones, and over there I will be able to finally split damage, and I will clear this room pretty quickly. Now, again, prioritize based on newtings, webs, everything that is giving you a negative effect. This is going to be the most important thing, and yeah. Pay attention to your transversal. It is important to have good speed. Once you clear the webs, you will be able to get your speed up, so that the enemies have a little bit worse tracking and do a little bit less DPS. Now, the thing about Triglavian rooms is, I guess Triglavian type of DPS is DPS that ramps up, so the longer they start attacking you, the longer they keep attacking you, the more DPS they're going to apply. So that's one of the most important thing. Now you can see that we start seeing the very first yellow boxes. That means that whoops, I had a recording issue over here. I ran out of memory, so I lost a couple of seconds. So again, we focus the Triglavian ships, the frigates. Once we're done with them, we can very quickly split the damage and amongst the drones. And once we do that, this is going to be really quickly to deal with. Like usually when you see the small Tesselas, you always want to split your DPS. That's the most efficient way to getting rid of these. So yeah, I think I have one more over here. Yep, that means that these over here we can clear up super quickly now by manually assigning drones to each one of them. This is the fastest way to clear these. Yep. This is how to do it. Although that was a big room, we dealt with it in about 5 minutes, so everything is Gucci over here. The reason why you want to prioritize and focus these in the last section is because these do not ramp up their DPS, so it is completely fine to leave them for alone. They're not the big Tesselas that do a lot of DPS. So yeah, that is one of the important things to note. And yeah, once you're done, drones in, and we jump the next gate. Okay, Deepwatchers, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the easier rooms, but it is a DPS check. The Deepwatchers are these guys over here, and in fact I actually need to, let me actually launch my drones and already send them to start doing DPS. These Deepwatchers are simply you know, a DPS check. So yeah, just grab a screenshot over here of these if I can. They're pretty stacked up. Just a DPS check, nothing more. They don't do a lot of DPS. They are really easy to deal with. It is just in T6s you get 4 of these, in T5s you get 3 of these. That's the only thing. When I have 1 missile I usually keep that for the bioadaptive, so let me grab the bioadaptive. And my drones are doing the rest of the job. I can also wait for the reload, grab the loot and orbit the gate again. We got our missiles back. But there's only one thing that it's good to know. In general, drifters, they do have omni resistances. Omni resistances mean that, you know, they have all resistances, not only like for instance kinetic or explosive or thermal, EM. They have all of it, and not only do all of it, but they also do all type of DPS. So that's why they are a little bit tricky. And the Deepwatchers in general are just tanky, and like I said, they have all resistances. That's why it takes a little bit of longer time to kill them. But once you do that, you're ready to go, you jump. It's just a DPS check room. It is not, in my opinion, as bad as the Hado room. The Hado room is a bigger DPS check, usually. Over here, it is pretty okay. As you can see, we've done that in roughly 4 to 5 minutes. And we can approach the gate, call in the drones, and check the next room. We already have missiles reloaded. Good stuff. Okay, here we have a Triglavian room. The Triglavian room over here is with Kikimoras and with Rodivas. That's completely fine. As usually, always focus the Kikimoras first. In this case, I will focus the ghostings. The ghosting Kikimoras, they are disrupting me, which means that they're decreasing my optimal range for my missiles. From 28 kilometers, I went down to 16 kilometers, even, as you can see. So the longer you leave them to disrupt you, the lower your range is going to be on your missiles. So keep that in mind when you are shooting missiles. At some point, some of them will switch to they'll switch to your drones. So you see some yellow boxes. The yellow boxes, when you see the Rodiva yellow box, something that means that it's not switching to your drones. The Rodiva is a logi ship for the Triglavians, so they are just trying to rep their buddies, and that's what they're doing. So I'm not really focused about worried about the Rodivas. Usually those are the ones that die super quickly, and they don't do so much logi to worry about. So they die last in my prioritization list. I always go for the Kikimoras. The Kikimoras can ramp up some serious business DPS, so that's why I prioritize them. Always prioritize Kikimoras. Specifically Ghost and Kikimoras, because as you can see, I was down to 16 kilometers of range. Now we can take care of the tangling. There is one starving Damovit, but I'm not even worried about him because yeah, I'm cap stable and everything is Gucci. But yeah, that's how I would prioritize this room. It is a pretty easy room, pretty quick to deal with if you have good and proper prioritization. Let me actually blow up the can. With my remaining 2 missiles. Grab the loot. Kill the last 2 Kikimoras first. And awesome. I did a total of 4. No, actually, I did 5 Abyssals. No, I did 4 Abyssals in the last 1 hour. And I made roughly 650 million without considering the blueprints. Yeah, this is what I was able to do over here. T6s are pretty chill if you know what you're doing and if you really have a decent ship with a decent fit and as well implants. Implants are extremely important. I have actually a video where I did a T6 by mistake without implants and I almost lost this Gila. I also almost got a heart attack because this is a really expensive Gila, and it was terrifying to do this T6 without implants. I have a video where I compare without implants and with implants. The difference is really big. Highly recommend you watch out, don't do my mistakes. Never join without crystal implants on a Gila. This is gonna be really nasty. Yep, and there we go. This is how you do the drone rooms. This is how you do a Triglavian room. These are pretty easy. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.